Do you remember when you was little and adults used to ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you remember what you wanted to be? What was your response? Did you tell them the truth? Or did you tell them everything that comes to mind? I have a 10-year-old who right now greatest passions is to grow up and be a teacher, a doctor, and a hairstylist. Yes, we create such lofty dreams as kids. But now growing up, the last person that asked me what was my passion, I would have had to told them finishing that nap they woke me out of yesterday. Because truth be told, we can run into stumbling blocks when we get this age, trying to remember or even conjure up an idea of what we desire to be, what we aspire to attain. It's not easy remembering who we are. Yes, we get lost in all the noise of life. And if one more person tell me, just follow your passion, follow your dream, I'm gonna follow them out to the parking lot with a with an attitude. Because what is my passion right about now? Now hold on. First of all, go ahead, sit back, relax, get with me. I need you right here with me. Let them shoulders unwind, unclench that jaw, release that tension for right now, okay? And just get in front of this screen. Turn the volume up on that phone because this video is for you, okay? This is for the woman who's raised children, who's done all the help in the family, done all the fixing and the repairing in the family, the bringing back together, the folding, the forgiving, and somewhere along the way have forgotten who she was. I almost forgot who I was. Now I want you to picture this with me, home girl. You waking up and you actually know what you have to do. You actually know what you are here to do, how you are supposed to serve. What is it that you should be doing? Not what they expect you to be doing. Be bold to step outside of that because this is one of the ways we have lost all our power by doing what's expected continuously and creating this loop. But what lights you up? What sparks joy for you? What makes you move differently? What do you care about? Because it's time for you to remember yourself. Listen, I'm not just talking, I have lived this. Of course, being incarcerated so many years, coming home. When I left, I was just a teenager. When I came home, I'm almost 30 and still didn't know how to cook and prepare a meal for my children. And sis, let me tell you, I didn't even recognize this new woman that was in my mirror. Who was she? She had survived so much, but she forgot how to dream. She forgot how to become. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know what I was good at. I remember my friend asked me when the day I got home, where you want to go eat? And I'm like, I don't know. How would I know? I don't know. I don't know the name of any place. I don't even know what kind of food I would be privy to right now. What am I doing? And losing yourself can be such a battle, but it's so unidentified. We chalk this up as other things instead of just calling it what it really is. I don't know myself anymore. I don't know what my tastes and desires are right now because I have been so busy serving the masses, being a mother, being a woman, being a wife, being an employee, being a business owner. I have put on so many hats that I lost the dreamer hat, the influencer hat. I lost the creator hat. And those gifts were put on the shelf. But then something said to me, you ain't done, you just distracted. Do you ever feel like that? Like sometimes you never finished this project or you never got this dream out. You were never done. You was just so distracted that you left it there, abandoned and unaware of the next step. We start living life like we owe life rent, like we owe life money, like we've done something wrong. But no, we don't owe life. We own life. And it's time that we start to feel that too. Now I know we've been the strong one. You've been there for people. You've been the backbone for people in the family, for people on your job. You've been the backbone for the people in your community, the one who always holding it down and expected to be the one holding it down. But who's holding you while you figuring this all out? What are you supposed to be doing with your life right now? Let's go deeper, girl. Okay, because see, a lot of times we get criticized when we find ourselves in this zone, because this zone is almost crippling, if not deafening, if not killing the dream, not retiring, expiring. And we hide and deny the facts and we cling on to things that make us feel useful and valuable in this moment, but still not finding out the sole solution to the problem, because the problem haven't been defined. And the problem is a lot of people label you when you get to this destination, you get to this point in your life. They want to call us lazy, good for nothing, all because we didn't jump on the track and finish what we started. But in my discovery, we are not lazy. In my discovery, we're showing abandoning the dream, abandoning the process. And it's not from a lack of ambition, it's from a lack of remembering who we are and why we are here in this capacity. In the midst of trying to survive, we get lost. We get on autopilot and we stay there for so long that the joy couldn't even peek their head in the curtain if it wanted to, because we are turned on now by this automatic action and forgetting to flow with it and forgetting to let go sometimes and forgetting to not take everything so literal and so serious and so by the book that we miss out. We miss out and the problem begins to grow beyond our control and we get lost in survival. Now, I'm going to show you a solution, okay? Because the problem is that we're just not defining it as it is what it is. We're just not defining the problem as it what it actually is, because we want to take it and call ourselves different things and say, well, I was held because of this. We make a lot of excuses. We don't show a lot of accountability in this area. But if you're willing to just stand up and show a little accountability and claim the problem, then we can step out into the solution. And I'm going to show you how I started to heal this and rediscover who I was, not just what I was. Step one, I cleared the static. And this is how you're going to do that. You're going to get silent, because you do know that silence is a requirement for growth. If you pay attention to nature, the trees grow in silence. You can't hear a tree growing. You just get out there and you see the difference, the wonder, the transformation. You never hear it, but you do see it in the end. So we're gonna claim to clear the static. We're gonna go silent. Not forever, Not for long, but just long enough for you to hear yourself. So I would say take you a 72-hour sabbatical. 72 hours with no social media. You can do it. Less social media. You can do it. Go silent and start talking to yourself, and you'll hear the answers, because what you need to know is, what do I do that sparks joy? What do I care about when nobody's watching? And write it down, read it, whisper it, chant it, put it on a mood board. Write it down in a journal though, but get back in touch with it, because what you are doing is bringing out that old childlike fearlessness that ravishing you. But you need to get back in touch with that part of yourself. And step two, how you going to do that? We're going to do a process called rebuild the mirror. And I like this because you get to talk to yourself a little more in the mirror, like one on one. And this is powerful when you get to look into your own eyes. This is powerful. And if you could step into a mirror and ask yourself 3 questions a day. What's something I've always been good at? What do people love about me? Try those. Start with those, okay? Because even if you don't see it, it's in there. You'll be surprised. Sometimes it takes reflection to remember your lights. Now, step three, you're going to create micro wins. And this is huge, because doing one little thing a day can light a fire. It can start something. Maybe you want to try your hand at a craft, sewing something or designing something. Maybe even designing something digital. Creating equates to happiness. And in that midst, you will be able to find what it is that you could do for free all day long. And that's the whole point in this. And that's how you're going to discover who you are again. Create a micro win today. I want you to, I don't care if it's just making yourself a hot cup of tea. Do it with intention. This is for me. And I celebrate me. And take this time to ponder, question yourself, affirm, and get to remember the rhythm of you, the real you, not the mama. Don't give yourself the mama answers. Don't give yourself the wife answers, those answers you know you would say in front of your husband. But give yourself the truth. And that's how we return to who we are. When I wrote and performed my stage play, The Woman in Me, about my experiences in prison and having my baby in prison, it was so scary because I wasn't prepared fully to stand on a stage and talk about some of the dirty stuff that happened to me and some of the dirty stuff I did to other people. But this helped me find so many pieces of myself, and the compassions and the passions that I thought were gone were able to show up and stand out for me. And I know this one little thing, it was so big to me to do the show, but it still didn't fix everything. And I was heartbroken after the show, even though it sold out every night. My heart was broken in the end because it didn't fix everything. And I was left there to pick up those pieces again, to try to find permission to exist without an apology, without keeping having to say I've been there, I've done that, without having to keep talking about it. Because something about it, we just can't quit talking about the trauma. And it's not until after I've realized that I don't need anybody validation to be here. It's my birthright. Not only do I deserve to be here in this realm, I need to be here. It's required of me. And I must serve. And so if you still not willing to show the whole woman or not willing to find the rest of the woman, and you might not get a chance to ever bring out that gifted you, that funny you, that broken you, that wise you, that beautiful you, the tired you, the fed up you, the healed you. They all need exposure because without them, you can never be the whole you. And you are still there. You are still in there. Go in there and pull her out. Pull out that spark. Pull out that shine. Pull out what makes you glow. Because that is your purpose. That is what makes you walk different amongst the other women out here. Now, I put together a free worksheet. It's yours. It's free. It costs you nothing. And I want you to use it because it's going to help you rediscover your gifts, rediscover your greatest joys, and help you get clear again on why we here and why it's important. I want you to go in the description and copy and paste it. I put it in there to help make it more simple for us. You don't have to download nothing. You don't have to do nothing but copy and paste it right from the description. It's simple. It's soulful. It's yours if you're willing to connect. And now that you're ready to get real about who you are and remembering your place and your purpose, you need to know how to make money being exactly who you are. So watch my next video. Get paid to be you and why personality is the new currency. And I will see you over there.